Right guys, we're at Parkland's open space today. This is one of our local park lakes that we like to go to. You've seen a few sessions here that we've already done this year. Terry's caught once and I've caught once. Have we done a day session here yet? We've done one day session here last time out, and we've done the session before work, which is the same as today. We're only here before work, so we're here for about
4 hours.
About four, maybe 5 if we push it. We've come down here, we've had a look down the lake. The water's still really murky from where they've been doing some work on the lake, where normally it's crystal clear. It's a bit of a disappointment because it's good to see, look out for showing fish and stuff. It's a lot easier when the water's a lot clearer to see any signs of fish, but at the moment it's still quite murky. So we're just going to, we've seen
just a few ripples, nothing really much to go on, so that's why we chose to go on to them spots.
Yeah, and either side of us we've got quite a bit of water, so it's easy to access.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for any signs of showing fish.
But yeah, we've gone towards the middle of the lake, like Jack said, so we've both got one rod basically central from our pegs, and then where Jack's on the left hand side of the swim, he's gone down the left channel.
I've gone from margin.
I've gone down the right channel, just to cover as much water as we can. Because, like we said, without the fish showing much or any signs,
it's a bit of guesswork, really.
Yeah. So.
But we know they're in here. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Hopefully we can get one of the. Our aim now is to get a good sized double out of here.
Yeah.
We're gradually getting nicer fish out of here. So.
Yeah, we've built on what we've learned.
Yeah. We've had a few commons. We finally got a mirror.
Yeah. Jack got that last session.
Yeah. So we're going for a slightly bigger one now. And just the dark, as you've seen before, they're lovely dark carp.
Yeah. From what we've seen on the website as well, some of them absolutely stunning.
Look like they're made of marble, some of them.
But it's very hard, like we speak to the base last time, it's very hard to know what the stock is because you've had a lot of Eastern Europeans come and their culture is a bit different to ours, so they'd rather eat the fish than put them back. And they've had quite a few incidents over here where it's a park open space. It's very hard to control it on a day-to-day basis. So they've got 2 bailiffs now. They only used to have 1, so now they've got 2. It seems to have stamped it out a little bit.
We haven't seen as many barbecues.
No, there was quite a few char-grilled marks on the floor last year where we came, where they'd been catching a fish and having a barbecue. So it's very hard to see, to know if the bigger fish are still in here.
Yeah, it's a shame. I'd hate to think they caught one of the bigger ones. And
2 of the 28s were caught last year, said the bailiff told us. And like I said, the trouble seemed to have stemmed out towards the end of last year. So we're hoping that even just them 2 28s are still in this lake. Like we said, with the water really murky as it is at the moment, normally you could, like when we came last year, you could see the fish swimming around on the lake, on the surface, just below the surface. If you climbed up a tree, you have an
idea where to fish to.
The bottom of the lake. So that, again, that's against us. But in our advantage, like we said last time, where everything's been chopped up and everything's been moved, the old spots aren't as predominant as they were. So
we didn't know the old spots.
Yeah. So the new spot. Well, not the new spots as such, but we've got a chance of even making spots ourselves if you get the fish feeding on certain spots. So we're hoping to use that to our advantage.
We still haven't really, we've caught a couple of fish this year, and we haven't really got them out of an area that we're like confident it's because of the area. We just one was in the margins, one was in because of a showing fish. So we're still learning. We're still trying to find some good areas to fish in this lake. But we're trying new swims every time we come, and again at the moment we're just looking for showing fish as best we can, really. Yeah,
with the weather it's been, there's not really many fish coming out of any lake, let alone just this one where the weather's starting to pick up. We're hoping they might start coming on the surface, because again last year when it was nice and warm they were literally just covered on the surface.
Still hard to catch, mind you. But
oh definitely. But with the water the way it is at the moment, we're hoping it'll clear up within the next couple of months when the sun starts coming up a bit more and the fish starts showing a bit more. But on to the day session, 4 or 5 hours. We're hoping to be able to grab one.
Get one on the bank for you. Get to see one of these lovely carp.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you soon with a carp on the bank.
Right guys, I'm just going to show you what I'm fishing with today. So I've got 2 rods today. I've got 1 rod down the left margin. I've gone basically over the swim next to me because there's no one fishing there, and I wanted it a bit further away from me so it's quite like as least disturbance as possible. And on that I've just got a standard hair rig with a boilie on, a nut-trix one, and with my right rod I've cast out, there's a white sign, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, in the far margin. I've cast to that to try and get to the far margin, and on that I've got the Ronnie rig on a yellow nut-trix pop-up, and I've thrown a few nut-trix boilies around that, scattered around that. So far we haven't had anything, there's not been many signs, but we're here for about another hour, so hopefully we can get one on the bank.
Right guys, I'm just going to show you where my rods are roughly. I've got my left hand rod straight out to the far margin, probably half a rod length off the far margin, maybe a rod length. And that rig's on, that's a multi-rig with a yellow nut-trix pop-up and a slow sinking fake horn on the top. And my right hand rod is just, you've got the green trees on the far bank, it's in line with that, about 2 rod lengths out. And that one's on a snowman rig with a nut-trix bottom bait and a 10mm nut-trix white pop-up. Like Jack said, we've got about an hour left, and hopefully we can get one out. It's not been looking too promising this morning, but we hope we can get one out before work. If not, we'll see you in the outro. Alright guys, so unfortunately it's the end of our morning session. We've probably got about 20 minutes. We're going to have a slow pack up and get bits together. Unfortunately we found a bit of bad news about this lake today, which is
a shame.
Put us off fishing it, so I think we're going to give this lake a bit of a rest for the next few months or so.
Leave it a few months, come back and see how it's doing.
So basically, with all the work that they have done, obviously we said they've taken up the weeds and that, it's actually had a bit of a reverse effect on the lake, and it looks like the oxygen levels are quite low in the lake, so the fish have started to well, they had a couple carp last week that have died. Then another issue was some otters are on the scene now. 2 otters have been seen at the lake regularly, and there's been dead fish on the bank from the otters, and unfortunately where it's a public park lake they can't fence it off like they would a normal lake, so there is no real way that they can stop the otters from doing what they do. So that's put us off a bit, and then we've also learned that the
pollution and stuff might be polluted. Yeah,
we've got we found out, we knew this was a stream-fed lake, but we didn't know it was actually a few of the streams that lead into it is the rainwater from the local area. You've got the houses behind us, and you've got a school, you've got an industrial estate across the road, and the bailiff informed us all this today, so it's quite decent of him to tell us and be honest with it.
Yeah, to be fair.
But they've had a few incidents where, say, one of the factories have dumped a bit of oil or had an oil spillage, washed it away, and obviously it's made its way down into the lake. So it's not looking great.
Yeah, so we think we're going to go back to Bellis.
Yeah, we're going to go back to our other part lake, Bellis.
We're going to try the front lakes, we haven't fished that one before.
We're going to try, it's not a runs lake, but it's the runnier lake of the 2. But we're going to give that a try in a few weeks.
It's a smaller lake basically. Yeah. That lake's huge, the front lake's a bit smaller.
A bit smaller, but the fish in there is still very, very decent.
Size fish in there, yeah. I don't think there are as many big ones, but there's still some good.
So we're going to focus on Bellis over the next few months. Yeah, we're going to pop back here every now and again. Like Jack only lives around the corner, so he's going to pop back every now and again, just keep an eye on the lake, see how it's doing. Hopefully bump into the bailiff while he's over here, just have a word with him.
He's always about, so.
But like I said, the water's got all murky now, and the fish seem to have gone off a bit.
It's like a total different lake from when we come last year.
Yeah, and a few of the regulars that we have fished we've seen over the last few weeks, and they've said it's totally killed off the fishing as well. So, well, it's a sad note. Like I said, I'm happy that we're gonna. That would have been nice to sign off on a fish, but well, it's a bad note. It's a good note in the fact that we're going to put our bit more time and effort into Bellis, where we had quite a bit of success last year, but with this lake being a bit closer and a bit easier, it was a bit easier.
To get to, before work.
Yeah, so
a little bit. It's just Bellis is basically just a long, basically from the car park, it's quite a long walk to the lakes.
And Bellis opens
So,
at 8 o'clock, whereas this one opens a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
so you get that little bit of extra fishing time, and like Jack said, it's quite a walk from the car park to the lake at Bellis.
So it takes a lot of time, yeah.
But
Definitely when we're doing a morning session.
Yeah, but we're going to focus on the front lake at Bellis as well, which is a bit, like we said, a bit more of the runners water, but some really nice fish in there. So we're going to try and focus on that. So the next time you see us on a Park Lake Adventure video,
should be there.
It'll be over Bellis, which we're going there next week to just to have a walk around. We're not going to fish it because next weekend we've got Jack's.
Been there for a while, have we?
Yeah.
So.
Next weekend we've got Jack's 48-hour birthday fishing session, which we're really looking forward to.
Better damn catch.
we will catch definitely. But so then after that, we're looking at probably getting over Bellis soon after that.
Yeah, sometime after that.
We're going to have a walk around there next week just to see if we can see any spots, see some people fishing, because it's not a
not
lake.
well advertised or anything.
So the people that fish there will probably be regulars. So we'll have a word with them and to see what sort of spots we'd like to look at.
Irish fishing, that kind of stuff.
Well, why it's a down note that we're signing off on this lake for the foreseeable future. Up note that we're going to go back to Bellis, where that Jack's current PB's held.
Yeah, I'm British PB.
He's British PB. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get a fish on the bank in the next video. Unfortunately, we couldn't get one in this video, but with a short session and all the dilemmas that we told you about, it wasn't looking very good at all.
No.
But hopefully we'll see you soon, guys, with Jack's 48-hour session. So, plenty of fish, plenty of big fish.
A bit of food.
Oh, Jack's
bank,
the next episode, Jack's Bankside Banquet will be in that video as well. I've got to decide what to cook him. It's his birthday weekend. I've got to make something special, not just the cheese and cheesy egg toasty. No. So we'll make him a proper dinner.
High standards, so we'll be rated well.
So we'll see you guys very soon.
See you later.